So I have been hinting for quite a while that I have got a holiday announcement coming up, and I thought, you know what, I've got 15 days before I actually do go on my holiday, so I thought I'm gonna do my announcement today. Like, literally, why not? It's October, I'm full of like autumnal spirit, and doing my holiday announcement would make me feel super, super happy. So, little drum roll, but not really. But in 15 days, Luke and I, along with my sister and her husband Henry, are flying to Florida. We are off to Walt Disney World. I'm so excited. I literally can't believe it. It is the most impromptu trip to Florida I have ever booked. We have ever booked, ever. We literally booked it in August. I think first or second week, something like that. So it's literally been so impromptu. But yeah, I am so happy, I'm so excited. We, just a bit, I suppose, of how we come about booking it. It wasn't really on the cards for either of us, for me or Luke or my sister and her other half. Luke and I got to a point where we didn't really know where we wanted to go on holiday, and we had so many ideas floating around. We were going to go to Thailand, we were going to go to Sri Lanka, we had a list, and Florida wasn't on that list I don't really know why, it just wasn't. And then we were speaking to my sister and Henry, and they come around for like a night out, and all of a sudden we went from one destination to Florida, and the rest is literally history, because then we booked it and we're going in 15 days. So it's gonna be a really different trip. We're actually only going for a week. So I know, like, shock, oh my gosh, what were you thinking? Crazy, I know, but I'm pretty sure that we can get this done. So it's going to be a really different holiday for us. Obviously, we're, family down. We have like a lot of family members that aren't coming with us, which will be really sad because I do love Florida trips with all of my family, but it's fine. But I have never done Florida in a week, ever. So I'm going to be really interested to see what we can do and how much we can fit in. Do I think we can fit a lot in? Absolutely. I know what we're like. I'm saying that now, but I know a lot of stuff has changed as well. Trip to Florida was actually 2019, so obviously those vlogs are on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check those out. So obviously I know a lot has changed from 2019 to where we are in 2023. Obviously I'm still chatting about fast passes and get my fast passes, and it's Luke that's constantly reminding me we don't do fast passes anymore, so I have to get that into my brain and remember it's about lightning lanes and genie pluses, and I'm still trying to get my head around that. So luckily Luke seems to be more on the ball with that than I am. But anyways, we fly out on the 16th of October. So we fly out on a Monday. We're flying from Heathrow, which we normally fly from Gatwick actually when we go to Florida. So we're going to Heathrow. We're going the morning of, so we're not staying in the hotel the night before, and we're flying Virgin Atlantic. We fly at 11:50 in the morning, which should get us there for about 4:40 in the afternoon. Fingers crossed, all going well. We're staying in an Airbnb. Again, that's a new one for us. We've never done that. We always get villas when we're with like all of the family, or when Luke and I went on our own in 2017, we stayed at the Port Orleans Riverside Resort. But we've got an Airbnb and it's in the Four Corners area, so that is literally like a 15-minute drive from the parks. We've got a hire car, obviously, and we will be returning home, or we'll fly back on the 23rd of October. And we've got an 8:30 evening flight, which will land at some point on the Tuesday. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy busy. It's gonna be like full on. I know it's gonna be full on. When we go for 2 weeks, it's full on. So, oh my gosh, I know that like it's gonna be, alarms are gonna be set. We're gonna be getting up really early and sort of getting home really late. Things that we're not doing this year that we have always done on previous trips are things like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. I love it. I absolutely love the Mickey's Not So Scary, but when you've literally got a week, you have to just decide, and there were things on this trip that just had to go that we just could not do. Mickey's Not So Scary being one of them. Luke and I have taken out Typhoon Lagoon. Again, would love to do it if I had more time, and if I was there for longer, I would 100% do it, of course. But we're just having to really like knuckle down. We've gone through a list of rides that we don't want to do, you know, things that we'll just get rid of. You know, Peter Pan's Flight, It's a Small World, anything that we're not fussed about doing. For us, we really want to like do Tron, and we really want to do Guardians. They are the two rides that we are so desperate to do, which I'm hoping we're going to get done on this trip. We're still sort of like discussing dining reservations as well. We have managed to book some dining reservations in, so that's fine. Obviously there's 4 of us, so we just need to talk to our party about that. But I have done, of course, an itinerary. So it kind of looks like this at the moment. There's no whiteboard. There's no whiteboard like usual. There's no big planning reveal like there normally is. It's literally just 4 of us, so I've just kind of kept everything to my phone. But the itinerary draft looks like this. So when we land, obviously that's always a bit of a write-off day for us anyway. So once we land, we just sort of like go to Publix or Walmart, and we just stock up on whatever food we're going to need, and we normally have a chill ready for the next day. Always when we've been to Florida in the past, our first full day is spent at Magic Kingdom because it is the park, but we're not doing that because we get 1 day in each park. So on the Tuesday, Luke and I are planning to go to Universal and Islands of Adventure. My sister and Henry are off to Typhoon Lagoon, and then we'll just meet up like afterwards. We've got Wednesday is going to be Magic Kingdom Day, full day, full on, busy. Excited for that one. Thursday is going to be Animal Kingdom. Again, we're literally going to get there for opening and leave when the park kicks us out. Friday is going to be Hollywood Studios, Terror Tower. So excited. And again, actually, speaking of Hollywood Studios, we won't be doing Fantasmic. So we've decided that while Fantasmic is on, Luke and I will go and see if we can do Terror Tower. See if I can do Terror Tower a couple more times, because ride. So yeah, I need to get on that 5 times and I'll be happy. Who knows? Saturday, we're staying away from the parks. Luke and I will go off to Gatorland because it is one of my favourite parks. Non-Disney parks. It's one of my favourite ways to spend more of a chill day. Laura and Henry aren't going to come with us. They're going to do their own thing. And then Sunday, which is like our last day, we always spend our last day at Magic Kingdom, but it's 1 day at each park, so we will be going to Epcot. So it is crazy full on, and I'm so excited, but I know that it's going to be very different for us. We normally do like after hours events, and you know, we'll take advantage of getting on rides then. I know that the pressure is on, and there is an awful lot that Luke and I do want to do. Obviously, I think I've got to drum it into my head that it's probably just once on each ride, whereas I think when we went in 2019, like I did Terror Tower about 7-8 times, so I know that it's just going to be 1 time on each ride, and I've got to be happy with that. But yeah, the 2 main rides that we're really looking to get on, obviously Guardians and Tron, because they weren't even built when I was there last. So we shall see. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't believe it, because it was not on the card. So when we were like discussing holidays like last year, even when Luke and I were discussing holidays last year, Florida wasn't really coming up for us for no reason other than we were just kind of like, oh, where else should we go? And then we literally got to August and was like, oh, we haven't got any plans. And we were looking at, you know, like places like Thailand and Sri Lanka and stuff, and we realised that we were like in monsoon season, and we're like, oh, this is just not working. And then, yeah, it just so happened that my sister and Henry come round for, you know, a little night you know, food and drink, and we just kind of was like, so we're gonna do it, we're gonna do Florida. And yeah, a couple of weeks later it was booked, and in 15 days, 15, we should be flying to, like, honestly, my favorite place. I know it's silly, but, well, it's not silly because I'm not alone. It's everyone's favourite place. It's the most magical place in the world, right? I'll give you a bit of background information on our love of Disney. My sister and me and my sister, actually, we were Disney fans, and our parents used to take us to Disney World on holiday when we were younger. So we went quite a few times. When we were younger, we were there for the 25-year celebration, actually, which was, I remember it, like bits of it, but I don't remember other bits. But when I look at photos with me, like really dodgy hair and really dodgy outfits, it all comes flooding back. But that's when the castle actually looked like a birthday cake, so that was insane. But I remember when I was there, I was really sad that the castle looked like a birthday cake, because that's not how I'd seen it in, you know, brochures and on TV and stuff. So I was like, oh. But now I realise how amazing that was to have been there for the 25-year celebration. But yeah, so we used to go a lot when we were younger, and then we just stopped. Obviously, the older we got, we just didn't like go back. And then 2015, Luke had never been, and like Luke and I got together in 2013, and in 2015 we all went on holiday to Florida, and that was it really. It just became a thing. We went in 15, 16, 17. We didn't go in 18, we went in 19, and then obviously, unfortunately, we hit lockdown, and Luke took me to Disneyland Paris in December 2021? Yeah, 2021, December 2021. And now here we are in 2023, and I am literally getting ready, suitcase, and just get out there. I know a week is going to go so quick because, to be honest, 2 weeks flies by, but I just want to embrace and like take it all in. I am going to take the camera and I am going to vlog my trip, but there's going to be things that I'm not going to do. So I'm not going to like film Happily Ever After, because I've realised I've never actually watched Happily Ever After. I normally watch it through a camera because I'm too busy filming it. So I want to actually take it in and just watch it, and I guess like live in the moment. Because I'm there for such a short amount of time, I don't have time to kind of like film and then go back and watch it, and so I need to just be in the moment, but try and get obviously some content as well to like sling a vlog together. So I'm going to take the camera, which means that you can all see what I get up to, and you can see how I'm going to do Florida, Walt Disney World in 1 week. I swear it can be done, and I think we're gonna do it well. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, that's all I can say. Who knows what's gonna happen when I get there, but for now, I'm crazy excited, and I'm gonna be really excited for you to come along and see what I get up to.